Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Raising Kanan Season 4, going into Season 5, theory and prediction video. This video is still based off of me watching the grand finale only one time and slightly going over the last 5 minutes of the episode, all right? The topic of today's theory is a continuation from a video that I just dropped, and the title of this theory is Kanan saved Rock's life from either an Italian hit or a hit from Unique, okay? Mind you, I'm saying that if it was from Unique's crew, Unique wasn't there. Unique wasn't there, okay? Unique's not gonna go out in the first episode. He gonna live to at least episode 8 or 9, right? But anyways, Kanan noticed someone was coming or attempting to come through the window or the door in Rock's house that was directly behind Rock. I have footage showing that Rock slightly moved her head to the side, revealing a door that was completely covered, right? On purpose, narrative-wise. And I stated in the previous video that Kanan noticed somebody coming, and that's who he shot at if he shot at anybody, because Rock's definitely not dead. Which bears the question of who and why and how did this happen. We're going to review that and the context clues around the situation, and then you guys can let me know what y'all think by the end of the video, okay? But Kanan definitely saving Rock from somebody. Y'all know he can't kill his mommy. All that and more in today's theory. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, now, y'all, let's break it down like this, okay? Like I said, you can see for yourself. Kanan's talking to Rock. At first, Rock is standing in a perfect position, right? Of course, she's looking out a window. She ain't see nobody coming. She talking. Kanan comes, okay? She turns around. She not paying attention to the window or the door, right? Kanan is saying, hey, listen, I didn't want to kill you, even if you would have killed Famous. Maybe Famous was snitching. That wasn't even enough for me to kill you, but you killed my girl, right? You don't want me to be with nobody else but you, right? You want me to have this Oedipus complex. I got to get rid of you, Rock. Then what we see is Rock slightly turn her head, and then there's something in the background, window, door, whatever. Maybe even a silhouette of somebody moving around, attempting to get close. Then it goes to Kanan, and mind you, this is a split second, right? Great editing by the editors, right? Then it looks, then if that's enough motive for you, if you can believe that, then you will be able to notice how Kanan, it goes to Kanan, camera pans to Kanan. Kanan looks as if he notices something, and then he adjusts his gun. Did he even slightly move his gun to the left? What we're witnessing is probably, right, episode 1 of season 5 comes. Kanan shoots a shot directly past Rock's face and hits someone who's attempting to kill Rock, and probably would have killed him too, obviously, right? So here's what we gotta speculate on, okay? Here's what we gotta speculate on. Who is this person? Who are these potential people? Because here's the thing, right? It's likely episode 1 of season 5 is going to come. Kanan's going to shoot that first person. Maybe put him down or at least injure him. Then Rock is going to grab her gun. Now, here's another thing, right? If Juke wasn't the one on the phone with Rock talking about Neek, we likely to see Jukebox military ass come in too, who would have been too late if Kanan was to kill Rock. But then we see a situation where we got Jukebox, Kanan, right? and Rock, and I'm not even gonna add Lou to the equation, who just may pop up, right? To tell Rock, yo, listen, right? Because it's Power and because it's a TV show and we don't want it to get too crazy, I'm gonna say that it's either gonna be Rock and Kanan getting in a shootout, surviving, or Jukebox pulls up and she's the X factor that helps all three of them survive this attempted attack. When I tell y'all that this is gonna happen in some variation, nigga, this is gonna happen in some kind of variation. But then we have to ask ourselves, who are these people? Now, I got several options, more options for who these people could be and what this is. But I'm not going to put every single option in this video. But what I will do is offer the two options of who these people may be, okay? First option, Unique's people coming to kill Rock. Now, what we can assess from the end of episode 10 is that somebody black finally threw that cocktail into that Chinese restaurant. Somebody black. Now, what we also can assess is that somebody tried to kill Marvin as well. So I'm going to take those two instances right there, and I'm only going to use two of the four possibilities that I have for who tried to kill Rock, right? And I'm going to say that it was either Unique's people and they're going to end up getting killed, or the Italians officially made their first move after Stefano got stabbed. Now, the only thing about this situation is this, right? It's easier to believe, or it's easier to make sense that Unique made this move after talking to Phil Russo, right? Who busted his load too early. He stabbed Stefano, but didn't slice his throat or nothing. Stefano's going to survive, okay? But anyways, Stefano speaks to Unique later on, and he says basically, yo, whatever you want to do, go do it, because shit's about to get real, right? So we can assume that after Phil Russo tells Unique this, Unique makes the call, like, yo, listen, all right, let's kill them all. Let's kill them all, right? Thus, we have people go to the Chinese restaurant, burn the Chinese restaurant down. But then, what would be the point in that, right? What would be the point in that? Matter of fact, no. Because I was thinking they took over the restaurant. They didn't take over the restaurant. So it would make sense for that to be a direct attack at Rock's business. Then you got people shooting at Marvin. Then you got Kanan, who's going to save Rock from being shot. Then you got that happening, okay? Either Unique did this, or the Italians finally made their move. But then the thing that confuses me with the Italians and why I'm going to lean more into Rock, and I'm not even going to mention my other option, which I will mention in another video that's going to come out either today or tomorrow. I'm going to focus on the Italians because it's very possible that the Italians made their move. But then the thing that confuses me with that situation is I'm picturing how that conversation would go based off of what Russo and Stefano did before Stefano got stabbed, and based off of the rules that the Mafia has. I'm thinking about it this way, right? Stefano's in the hospital. Stefano survives. Stefano's people come to the hospital. They say, yo, Stefano, what the hell happened? Stefano goes, I got stabbed, obviously, right? Something of the sort. And they say, yeah, but who did it? Now I'm thinking, right? Would Stefano say, Phil Russo stabbed me? Thus definitely leading to him being exposed. But Phil Russo gets exposed too, thus leading to a big thing between the Mafia factions, which ultimately leads to the big federal indictment that we all know is coming. Or does Stefano get stabbed and then he say, the Moolies did it, right? The Negroes did it. Thus leading to them saying, okay, where they at? And then they come for Rock. And then they also came for Marvin. Because here's the thing, right? When it comes to the thing with Marvin, how do we know that that was Unique that did that? Because that would be people's first thought, right? What if it was the Italians or somebody else? What if the Italians went and tried to hit Marvin, missed, and went to go hit Raquel, and they missed again? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-given. That's touch my ink. That's on the dome, nigga.